Hey my beautiful Taurus peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-April 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. Without further ado, let's jump on into it and see what we got going on. What do we got coming up here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2022. First card out, what do we have? And we have here Find Balance. So this is a balance-seeking card for sure. You might be feeling like you're a little bit too invested in one thing and not as invested in the other. We also do have here Trust. And then lastly, for the Taurians, what do we got? We got here the Shine card. Ooh, I like that for you. Yeah, baby. So it's definitely time to find more balance so that you can rise and shine. I do feel like the Trust card here is kind of indicating a bit of trust issues, probably due to something that you've experienced in your past. Now, with the Trust card here, it does have the number 0, which also indicates the Fool card in the tarot deck. So I do feel like the Fool card showing up, in my mind at least, is saying that you're kind of escaping a situation right now due to a lack of trust that you have. So something must have happened in your past where, somebody did something to betray your trust that manifested trust issues within you. And because trust issues were manifested within you, there is this difficulty of seeking and finding balance between your past and the present. How can I trust people and give individuals that are new in my life a clean slate if certain or X amount of people, right, have hurt me in my past? How can I make that work, right? So it's basically about having to let your past be the past and giving clean slates to new people in the present moment. That's where you got to find your balance, because it's really hard for you to trust new individuals or trust individuals at all based upon the people that hurt you in the past and that basically allowed trust issues to manifest. So let's go ahead over here before I drop all of my cards on the floor and have a look and see what your current energies are going to be moving throughout mid-April, all right? What are Taurus's current energies here? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2022. We did have the Eight of Pentacles come out. Moving forward from that, we got here the Page of Cups. And lastly, we have here the Seven of Pentacles. So I think you're definitely working on being more open with people for sure. Eight of Pentacles, the card of working on something. Page of Cups, the card of opening up and, definitely having connections and companionship. So Eight of Pentacles here to the Page of Cups, you're doing your best here to become more open. You're doing your best here to, just have more connections in your life that are more positive and more healthy. Seven of Pentacles says you're taking time here to invest in healthier relationships in your life. But at the same time, it's pretty difficult to do that when you feel a little off balance. It's very difficult to invest in healthy relationships in your life when you still have fear of your past repeating itself. For example, if somebody betrayed your trust in the past, it's very easy to just be so easily trusting to somebody new, because what if they do the same thing? So that is where the unbalance is, and that's what's showing up here for your month. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what you're dealing with. What are my Taurians going to be dealing with here throughout mid-April 2022? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And what do we got? We got here the King of Cups. We got here the Page of Pentacles, we got the Star, and we have here the Wheel of Fortune. So, King of Cups here to the Page of Pentacles. King of Cups is a person who's very compassionate. So, based upon where things are going, you're trying to be a very compassionate individual, a very loving individual. That's what you're doing your best to give to other people in hopes that they will return the same favor. You do have here the Star card. The Star card could be a card of hope. It's also a card of alignment, right? So you're basically hoping that by being a more compassionate, caring individual, you'll attract the same like-minded people into your life that can provide back that same type of energy. With the Wheel of Fortune here showing up, you're hoping for a turnaround in comparison to what you've experienced in your past. In your past, you probably encountered people that have treated you like shit, and you just don't want that same type of energy to happen and to manifest all over again. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to lead a life with compassion and love, because you attract what it is you are, right? If you are a compassionate and loving person, you're putting that vibration out there to attract other individuals who will be just as compassionate and loving. I still think, though, that there's fears that are surrounding you here, and I think that that's where the difficulty lies, because it's really good what you're doing here, genuinely, right? Being a more compassionate and loving person is going to attract more compassionate and loving people in your life. It doesn't mean, though, that you still can't attract people who may treat you like crap. There's always that possibility of those people manifesting in your life, no matter how high your vibration is. But ultimately, when it comes towards trusting the types of people and the energy that they give to you, that's what I feel is really hard for you to do, because somebody can easily perceive themselves as a very loving, kind, and compassionate person, and they can have a mask on that they're wearing and be the absolute opposite in their true nature. So that's where the worries and fears are here, okay? That's where they're manifesting. So, based upon what it is you're dealing with coming into the mid-month here of April, you're dealing with trying to be a more compassionate person. You're doing your best here to manifest more passionate connections. You're trying to change because you don't want the bitterness of your past fucking up the bitterness in your present, or fucking up the new connections in your present, right? It's like, just because there's a lot of bitterness I experienced in my past, I don't want that to affect me and make me a bitter person to the new types of people I meet now, So you're trying to not let it all affect you, but in a way, it has definitely impacted you, okay? So that was what you're dealing with here. Let's see where things are going for you throughout mid-April 2022. Where are things going for Taurus? We have here the Knight of Pentacles, we have here the Two of Swords, we got the Ace of Pentacles, and we got here the Three of Swords. So, based upon where things are going, Knight of Pentacles to the Two of Swords. You're trying not to be indecisive, I feel. I think you're trying to do your best to continue to just have a positive and clean slate to give out to people. It's like you're doing your best not to judge people, right? You're trying to let them show you who they are before you make any sort of judgments. So moving forward, you're leading your life now with more compassion and love, but at the same time, you catch yourself sometimes falling in tendencies of being on the defense. It's like, well, yeah, this person seems pretty genuine, but they also could be deceiving me. This person seems pretty genuine, but they could screw me over in a heartbeat if they wanted to. There's always going to be that worry in the back of your mind. And it feels to me like it's something it's very hard to escape from, right? It seems to me like that's always on your mind. You got here the Three of Swords. You definitely experienced something that really left you wounded in your past. So with the Ace of Pentacles jumping up over here, it's like it's really hard to accept new opportunities when I'm scared that I'm going to push them away because of my past. Yeah. Been there before for sure, Taurus. So the overall synopsis I'm getting of this tarot reading so far is that coming into mid-April, you want to enjoy the new. Whether this is new romantic relationships, new friendships, new opportunities in life, you want to enjoy it with good people. You're trying to change. You've had a past that may have been pretty bitter, and you don't want that affecting you, making you a bitter person. So coming into mid-April, you're trying to lead your life more with more love and more compassion. And ultimately, in doing so, the more love, positivity, and compassion that you're putting into the world, you expect to attract that same energy back. And the thing is that even though you can attract people that have that same vibration, you also know that it's kind of inevitable to come across people that can also be crappy. It doesn't matter how high your vibration is, you can always come in contact with a crappy person. And that's where the fear still kind of manifests for you. So I think it's really hard for you to trust people's intentions. And even if you give them as much time as you want to, it's like, my past really did a number on me. So that's where your unbalanced energy lies here. But the truth of the situation, Taurus, is that if you never give yourself a new beginning, if you don't give people that you meet a clean slate, you're always going to be thinking that people have negative intentions for you and that they're going to hurt you just as other people have in your past. You're never going to get to really enjoy a truly wonderful relationship because you may push it away in fear that that person's deceiving you. So sometimes you have to let go of everything that happened to you in your past and give new situations a completely clean slate. Otherwise, you're never going to get to experience something good because you might miss out on it by pushing it away. All right, let's see what the spirit guides have to say. Are there any dire or important messages coming in here from Taurus's spirit guides throughout mid-April 2022? We have here the Seven of Wands, we have here the World, and then lastly, we have here the Queen of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Wands here to the World card, Taurus. They want you to stand here victorious, okay? They want you to have everything that you want in life. Your spirit guides are always looking within your best interest. They want you to be living your best life and having the best life you potentially can. So with the Seven of Wands here, they want you to leave behind the old cycles that you've experienced and the cycles of pain that other people have caused you. It's kind of hard to heal those types of things, but if you actually focus on letting go of that first, it's going to be a lot easier for you to enjoy new situations and relationships ahead. Because you won't be worried anymore about your past affecting you because you're in a position to where you healed your past. So with the Queen of Swords jumping up over here, I kind of feel like your guides are trying to tell you, before you engage in anything new, first focus on detaching from your past. Don't let your past have such a negative hold over you anymore as it currently does. because the less power your past has, the more powerful you're going to feel in being that compassionate person you've transformed into, and you're going to become more trusting to new situations and individuals that you meet in life moving forward. So the trust issues here is definitely something to focus on. It's time to kind of break that tie with your past and to really break out of the habit of having trust issues. That's what your guides here really want from you first. So maybe before you invest into something new, spend more time detaching, okay? So when you've mastered the art of detachment, you've really let go of your past, you've really worked on trust issues, and you feel like you're ready to embrace the new, then do it. I think your guides here want you to work on that first, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, taking some time out to kind of heal that stuff first. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2022. What do we got? We did have a card fly out, and that's going to be the Chariot. I love it, baby. I like that a lot for you here, Taurus, because the Chariot means you're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward, baby. You're on the right path here. You're on the right track is what they're saying. So looking at the outcome for mid-April, you're going to start getting on the right track to find your balance again. You're going to be on that right track to start trusting again. And then lastly, you're going to be on that right track to shine again and really enjoy the connections and situations that are coming towards you guys in your present moment and in your future. At the bottom of the tarot deck, we also do have here the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is the card of living and embracing your truth. Well, what would be your truth in this situation, Taurus? Well, the truth is that you have been burned pretty bad by people, you know? There is no secret here that in your past you've encountered some people that have done some really shitty things. But just because people in your past did some shitty things doesn't mean that you can't encounter people in your present moment that are going to do some wonderful things, right? So if we judged every new experience based upon our past, we're never going to have a new experience. We're just going to have a consistent cycle of the same old thing over and over again. And even if that's not what it was intended to be, it would be something you'd end up creating, right? So Taurus, jumping here into mid-April, I think that the best advice here from your guides and that they're trying to give you is work on yourself first, work on finding your balance again, work on trusting again, and when you feel like you're ready, and when you feel like you're ready to finally let your past no longer have that hold over you, then you'll be ready to embrace new connections and new situations moving forward. All right, Taurus, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If it helped, I'm more than happy to. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And also, if it's not your message, feel free to check out any other awesome readers on the platform. There will also be more messages in the future, so consider subscribing if you're new here. Stick around and check out your new videos that will come in the future, okay? All right, Taurus, I love you. Enjoy the rest of mid-April, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.